Welcome, everybody, back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
This is Naruto Shippuden episode 335. What happened last time?
Last time we had Kabuto versus Itachi and Sasuke, and they did the same stuff that they did that time that Sasuke followed him on the mission to defeat that giant wild boar. And it's working pretty good. We learned a lot about Kabuto's abilities and like how he's a snake sage mode now, and has all his techniques developed from the people that he was keeping in captivity. And yeah.
Indeed. Cool. And we're going to check this episode out. Hope you guys leave a like and subscribe. Check out Patreon to get a week ahead if you're interested in that, and you can also get uncuts there. And we hope you support the official release and come here to hear what we have to say. Don't come here as a substitute for watching the show. We're not providing this as a substitute for watching the show. Providing this as a way for us to talk about the show and react to it, etc. But we hope you enjoy. Most of all, let's get into it. Naruto Shippuden episode 335.
It's so ironic. Oh, what's that? Looking at the both of you now, you'd think that the two of you were best friends. What happened to those brothers who fought so fiercely and hated each other? All in all, it isn't very hard to guess. Something happened between you when you took Itachi down. But what exactly is it that you want to ask of a once dead man?
I want the truth.
Interesting, could it be? With the way that you're talking, you really not trust Itachi after all?
Kabuto, just be quiet.
Sasuke,
Mind your own
don't you think
business.
that maybe you already know the truth about Itachi? But like I already told you, your brother is a liar. Trust me, I know. So doesn't it seem just a bit odd? Itachi was willing to kill his own family, his whole clan, to protect the Hidden Leaf Village. Isn't that in direct opposition to what you're trying to do now? However, I'm the one who wants exactly the same thing that you yearn for, right, Sasuke? Lord Orochimaru couldn't complete his operation to destroy the leaf, and I've inherited that task. I think you should ponder that very carefully. Join me now and stab your treacherous brother Itachi in the back in the process. You don't even have to feel guilty. He's not even him. He's already dead. He's just an imitation.
We've received intel that Itachi Uchiha of the Akatsuki has died. You should mark his entry in your bingo book. Just cross him out.
So that traitor has finally died, has he?
Damn, Sasuke was bold to just be sitting in there.
Who was able to kill someone that powerful? Do you know?
His little brother Sasuke, apparently. Poetic that someone who killed his clan got taken down by his own kin.
Yeah, well, it serves him right after all the atrocious stuff he did. He's the most notorious criminal in the village's history. But damn it all, I wish that we had gotten our hands on him first.
Since Itachi's little brother took down such a special S-class criminal, I bet he'll get a ton of decorations and a large bounty from the nation and the village. Wonder how much he'll get.
It's not a question of money. You're out of line.
I know, but
They don't know the truth. Plus, there are too many people here.
Then I'll teach them the truth.
He's just wearing the mask in there. Nobody sees the mask.
The Leaf's elders will deny it vehemently. The current Hokage doesn't even know the facts. Furthermore, Itachi did in fact slaughter his own Uchiha clan, and as an Akatsuki
You guys are just
member,
sitting in this
he
bar and no
pretended
one
to
is
attack the
noticing you?
Leaf. No one would believe the truth. Look how long it took you.
He sacrificed everything for those who would brand him a traitor.
It is exactly what Itachi wanted. If you do not like it, what is it that you want?
No, we're not the same. My operation to destroy the leaf is nothing like yours.
I can sympathize with Itachi. I understand his choice. Because honestly, I'm just like him. It was fine and good being taken in by Leaf Shinobi. But because my background was a mystery, I was immediately raised to be a spy. Medical ninjutsu was drilled into me, just so enemies would come to trust me. I went from village to village, spying. I pretended to be someone else, living a life of lies. There was no place and no space for the real me. I continued to work on suppressing myself. And around the time I stopped knowing who I even was anymore. Both Itachi and I worked for the good of the Hidden Leaf, but in return, all we got back was dishonor and disgrace. So you tell me.
That's his true backstory.
Okay.
Apparently.
No, I am still alive. Something similar to you was born for me as well. Face it, Sasuke, there is no one who understands you better than I do. I'll be your big brother, and I'll stick by your side through thick and thin. Join me.
Sasuke, don't listen to him. He was an even greater spy than I was. So he's even more skillful at lying than me. And no matter what darkness or contradictions lie within the village, I'm still Itachi Uchiha of the Leaf. Sasuke, it's my fault that you're like this right now. I know that I have no right to advise you in any way. But I sincerely hope that you'll hear me out, because I have to tell you something. After we've settled things here, so help me stop him.
The reanimation jutsu is invincible.
It's really quite annoying listening to him talk, but he's explained the situation well.
I know you don't need to tell me, so what now?
It seems he doesn't know the true power of the Uchiha.
The true
We have
power.
a visual jutsu that can be used against an opponent without eyesight, in exchange for losing the light in one's eyes.
The Izanagi.
How do you know about that?
Danzo used it against me, back when I had to fight him.
Well then, you're lucky to be alive.
How do we use Izanagi here?
I don't mean Izanagi, but another forbidden jutsu considered its other half.
Another one.
I've already laid the plan. An ultimate visual jutsu that holds his fate within its grasp.
Ooh.
The Izanami.
Izanami?
If the Izanagi changes one's fate, the Izanami's a jutsu that decides it. Sasuke, do not leave my side.
The Izanami.
There's another jutsu like Izanagi.
Sage art! Inorganic animation!
Oh! This is a... that's overpowered.
He's still shielding him with his
Jutsu brings
Susanoo.
inanimate objects to life and allows me to control them in any manner I see fit. A bit extreme, don't you think? Now then, time to rewrite that brain of yours.
Oh
with
my
this. You know
god.
what will happen, right?
Oh, he said it like the Japanese way. That was cool.
Nice, nice. And there's no real downside to doing that anymore, other than it
appears that the
will use
greatest
his chakra.
offensive visual jutsu can also act as the greatest defense. It's so hot, the limestone cave has gone back to being just a cave.
I'm sorry, Sasuke.
Unfortunately for you, I'm so near the point where I'll be able to achieve and control everything that I simply can't imagine myself failing at this stage of the game. All the laws and principles of nature, which Lord Orochimaru compiled and studied for so long, are now stored and being used inside of
All
me.
right, we get it. You're a dragon. You're a snake man. You can't be
At
stopped.
this moment, I am the closest thing in the entire world to the Sage of Six Paths. Compared to me,
We've already
the
decided
Uchiha,
that-
nothing is you don't know the Uchiha. You see?
Kabuto.
There's no point talking. Let him do the
It's
talking.
like looking at my former self, and that's the reason you will lose.
I own this war. I had the Akatsuki twisted around my little finger, manipulated the war to my advantage, cornered the Uchiha brothers.
Make no mistake, Kabuto. I hate you. I also understand you. We both lived as spies, as liars, presenting a false front to the world. I didn't know who I was at one point either, but I finally understand now. Know oneself is not to achieve everything and not to become perfect. Instead, it is to become aware of what one is and isn't capable of.
That sounds like the philosophy of a loser. You're saying
You're
one should
getting
acknowledge and
way
give up
too confident
what
here,
one
Kabuto.
cannot do.
I'm not. It is simply to forgive oneself for the things one cannot do alone. It's because you
Yeah.
cannot do everything yourself that you have comrades to help you.
Yeah.
Also, you should never ignore things one could still accomplish. If you want to know who and what you are, you must re-examine and acknowledge your true self. I failed at that. I lied to everyone around me. I was deluded. Those who cannot or will not acknowledge themselves are sure to fail. Just like I have failed.
What do you two imagine you know about me anyway? I have been ardently pursuing what I am in my own way for the longest time. My whole life.
Well, if we don't know, I'm sure you'll tell us, Kabuto. You seem to be talking a hell of a lot.
I bet he's from that city. Where that recent
Holy
battle was just fought. He's gonna die soon. Should we take him?
Urushi, his injuries are less severe than yours were. Don't worry, just relax.
Glasses.
I can help. I'm able to
I
do
bet
a
she
little
died
medical
and he
ninjutsu.
took her glasses.
Where are your parents?
Where the fuck are your parents?
What's your name?
Seriously? You don't know anything?
He hit his head.
Sure are lucky, kid. Here, grab my shoulder.
That's my oldest memory, and had nothing right from the very beginning. Nothing at all. I didn't know my parents, or even my own name.
Your wound appears to be healing quite nicely.
Hey, you could at least say thank you. Listen, we don't want anything to happen to you again, so put this on.
You're going to be living right here with us from now on. That means, starting right now, you can just consider me your mother.
But you know, it's totally inconvenient that he doesn't have a name.
That's true. What would be a good one for him? Wait, how about Kabuto as an helmet? So simple.
What he's wearing.
How about t-shirt?
He likes it.
Hey, check it out. He just smiled. I guess that means he likes his name. Oh, good.
Little Kaboot.
What are we going to do?
We can't get by on just the assistance money from the nation and the village anymore.
I guess the only option we have left is to negotiate with the both of them.
Neither is going to give us any more funds, you know that.
And remember, we just took another one in.
I will do something about it. So therefore... Ow! What are you doing up at this late hour? You should be in bed asleep now. Please, this child just got here. He doesn't know our schedule or rules yet. Okay, come here and look at this clock. It's already 20 minutes past lights out time, which means that lights out is at what time? Let's learn this right now so it's not an issue. Well, what time is it? You have to learn it for yourself.
This child is simply too young. Let's just call it a night.
9 o'clock.
The glasses.
Yes, that's correct.
It appears that he only has bad vision. He's smart for his age, but he's going to need some glasses.
And where are we going to get the money for that? Why couldn't he have just spoken up and told us he couldn't see well?
He's like 4, lady. Jesus, you run an orphanage.
You can be mindful of the time from now on, right? I just hope that those lenses are the correct strength for your eyes. Thank you. Thank you.
My name is symbolic. My eyeglasses a tool.
Thank you.
From the very beginning, I was nobody.
Thank you. Thank you. That's enough now.
From the very beginning, I had nothing. Nothing at all.
That's so sad.
What'd you think of that little bit of Kaboot's backstory?
It's so sad. I hope we get more of it, because I would really like to see, like, how it all fits together. Because the first time we, like, I feel like there's been, like, several different versions of his backstory. But if this is the one that they're, like, going with, I want to see how it ties into the other ones, like, how he started working for the Leaf Village and then how, like, that got, like, wrapped around into him working for Sorcery, whether that was real or fake, and then how he like switched to go to Orochimaru. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
How
the sorcery thing was real.
Yeah.
Just so you know, that part you can count on that being real because he was under Sorcery's jutsu. Orochimaru undid it and took him as his own.
Right. I guess I just want to see like how all
how we
that
got to that point
was going, and then like what the village was thinking about him at that point, because he was still like in the village. So like I guess I would just be really interested to see like how all of that like stacks together.
Yeah.
And works out. Yeah,
because the first backstory we ever heard from him was from Kakashi, and Kakashi said that he was the son of the Leaf's Head medical ninja. And that's why he was always using medical ninja stuff all the time. But it turns out that was just another alias. That was just another fucking fakery.
Yeah.
And we've gotten bits and pieces, but he's just been lying the entire story, and now we're finally seeing what's going on with him. We also saw a flashback where fucking Toby was just in a bar with his iconic mask. I guess, no, by this point they knew who he was, and there were Leaf Village Ninja right there. I think
they would have known, right? Like, yeah, he's
after
pretty unmistakable. If you see that mask, you're like, holy fuck.
Yeah, especially with Leaf Village Ninja with their bingo books open right there. Turn to the Itachi page.
Yeah. Wait, who? For Sasuke? Or,
the Leaf Village Ninja that were sitting in the bar there.
Yeah. The fact they didn't recognize Sasuke, which I guess, but like the mask, but then I was thinking, I guess, but at that point they would have known who Toby was.
Also, to be fair, if anyone saw them, they could use Sharingan Genjutsu and just wipe their fucking brain of it, so it doesn't matter.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I don't know if they can affect memory, actually. Anyway.
I mean, he could just suck them all into his little...
He could just put a Genjutsu of, oh, it's a different face. Like, basically, just by looking in their eyes. So, they might see for a second and be like, oh no, it's not Sasuke Uchiha. Anyway, I think we're just gonna move along and get to the backstory, because it's really cool. Hope you guys leave a like and subscribe. Check out Patreon. If you already watched your Patreon, thank you very much. See you in the next one. I'm Barson.
I'm Lizzie.
Bye-bye.